Let's get it out of the way with Rory Gaffney. What's going on?
Rory Gaffney is Cambridge United's player. That's where we're at.
So
No further news to add. I spoke to Sean early part of the week. Played our card. He said he wants him with him. That's where we are in a minute. I don't know if the two chairmen are discussing it. Hopefully they are, but we'll see where it goes. But that's as far as it gets. He's Cambridge United's player. I'm certainly not going to be disrespectful to Cambridge because I won't like if they was talking about one of our players.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So just to be clarified, until they change their mind about maybe letting him out, then that's
it is what it is. He's Cambridge United's player, and until there's further news, if there is any movement on it, if they don't want to sell or they don't want to let him go, that's where we're at.
Absolutely. Any irons in fires elsewhere?
Well, we're verbally agreement with Liam Lawrence. I think it's common knowledge now at the minute. He's coming down this afternoon to sign the paperwork. Liam's I think a fantastic coup for the football club. He got promoted out of the League Two last season, Shrewsbury's club captain. To bring somebody of that calibre in to a contract till the end of the season with no fee involved is massive for me. I think when we lost Monkhouse out of the change rooms, lost a little bit of experience in there from the midfield. Or Lee Mansell obviously does a fantastic job for us, but Liam Lawrence, not only will he be fantastic on the pitch for me, he'll be great in the changing rooms, and certainly superb business for me. We gone are the days we pay ridiculous wages to 34-year-olds. The key for me is he wants to come in and play football. He wasn't having as many starts as he was at Shrewsbury. Fancied a change of scenery. They're trying to move things around, and for us to be able to get him, as long as the paperwork goes through, is very good.
You obviously played with him back at the other start.
I took him under my wing, to be honest with you. I was a young pro, but I was an experienced pro because I played a lot of games as a young lad in the lower divisions at Mansfield, and he came in the youth team. He was in the same year as Craig Disley, Lee Williamson, Bobby Hassel, which was a special crop of players, a very, very good crop of players. I think they missed out on promotion through the playoffs, and all four of them went on to have great careers, and still having good careers. So I took them boys under my wing when I was a player because they sort of looked up to me as being a young pro in a Mansfield team. So I know him well, I know his character, and I know what about he is on a football pitch, and he's a winner. And I love winners.
Absolutely. And he's a lad who started out sort of playing wide but can play elsewhere. And where do you see him?
To be honest, he can play anywhere across the midfield, in a 3, in a 2, in a 4. Not a problem. That's why I brought him in as well, because he has that capabilities of playing anywhere. I know he's a lot of the time at Shrewsbury, he's played in a midfield 3 and a midfield 2, not so much out wide. So he brings competition to places, and he brings an experience and calmness in the squad, because that boy won't freeze. He could have 40,000 in there and he won't freeze. The lad's a very confident lad, and he'll go about his business. He loves his football, and the reason he wants to be here is to try and help the club push on second half of the season. And it's in his reward, because if the club gets promoted, he gets another year, and that's beautiful. That's music to my ears. That's an incentive that I'm talking about, like I say, and obviously on a lot less money than what he was at Shrewsbury.
I was going to ask about the current situation. Obviously, you've got all these out-of-contract players. I mean, are those conversations continuing at the moment, trying to tie up the ones you want to tie up?
I'll keep trying. Yeah, we'll keep working on that behind the scenes. You'll be first to hear when something gets done on that. But no doubt, my players are getting tapped up like everybody else's players are getting tapped up. So we'll see how we go with that. But the spirit in the group is fantastic. They have one mindset, and that's to win the next football match, and that's all that's key to me. That's key for me, and we'll keep doing with the bits and pieces of contracts and negotiations. They'll be going off in the background when I see fit and necessary.
And is that sort of the fact that everybody's talking to everybody in this window? Is that unsettling nature?
It's the nature of the beast, isn't it? It's the footballing world. It's how it works. Every manager knows how it works. We all get a little bit aggrieved, but agents are touting players around everywhere. That's what happens. But the good thing about me is I have managers that tell me that, because I have a good relationship with managers. So managers actually tell me when agents are tapping my players around, and I give that agent a little tug, a little phone call, and say, "Oh, I hear you doing that." Soon puts them on the back foot. So that's the footballing world, though. So I don't mind it.
Okay. And squad-wise, I mean, the way it's been going recently, I would imagine it's a pretty happy camp.
Yeah, it is. It always is when you've got that bit of momentum about us, but we don't get carried away. We know there's a lot of 63 points to play for. We just want to take care of the next 3, which is at Barnet away. We've got a fantastic home record, a fantastic manager in charge of them, who's going to get their lads right up for it after a disappointing performance and result of the weekend.
Yeah, and then they are one team. When you look at it away from home, they've been having a few problems this season. At home, they're one of the best.
Yeah, they're up there. I think in the top third best, fourth best, I think, in the league of home wins. So we know we're going to be at our best to get anything out of the game.
As a team, I mean, I guess there's a lot that was there last season, so you probably know a fair bit about the way you're going to space a team.
Well, actually, I think they've changed it around more than we have.
Okay.
So that's a fact. If you look at my team that started Saturday, there's only Rory Gaffney and James Clarke. The starting 11 that changed from the conference. Mildenhall started, he was on the bench at Wembley. Ollie Clark started, he was on the bench at Wembley. Dan Ledbetter started, he was on the bench at Wembley. So when you look at it, have we made that many changes? I look at my squad. Before Liam Lawrence comes in, I've got 17 fit senior players. So I can guarantee you, Barnet's got more than a senior squad than I've got. So everybody talks about squad sizes and whatnot. We need to add to our squad to add to it. Played Luton on Saturday, 27 senior players. We've got 17, 18. So that's why we're looking to improve the squad with 2 or 3 in January. And it's vital that we get the boys in. It's vital that we do that so that it can kick on.
Yeah. And is there an ideal size that you like to work with, so you're not
20,
got too many?
20 seniors. I'd be happy with 20 seniors now for the push. 20 senior players I'd be very happy with.